Talking to me, name's Frankie.
Hi, welcome back to another exciting episode of PowerNap. We are here with a person, an esteemed personality who has indeed beaten up the 10-year challenge. He started off with a boy next door image in the movie Kal Ho Na Ho. We frankly and boldly remember him as the Sweetu's boyfriend Frankie Ramdayal. Please welcome on stage Shivoham.
Hey, pleasure.
Yeah, hi. I was talking to my sister this today and I said that okay, I'm meeting this guy. And she goes like, you're meeting Frankie Ramdayal, you're meeting Frankie Ramdayal. And I'm like, huh? And she's actually calling me hysterically that I want to be here, I want to be here. And I'm like, you cannot be here. So she has got this huge crush on you. She follows you like madly. Like, so I don't know, that's this personality of you. Like, you started off with Kal Ho Na Ho. I watched Kal Ho Na Ho. I was what? 8 years old when I started with Kal Ho Na Ho. So I'm not making you feel old, but I'm turning 25. So yeah. So you started off with the boy next door image in Kal Ho Na Ho. Then what happened? You suddenly vanished off the map.
Yeah, Kal Ho Na Ho was just a phase at that time. Going through college, wanted to earn an extra pocket money, so was into modeling and all of that. And a friend of mine was actually the casting director for Kal Ho Na Ho. Puneeth, and he called me up and said there's this role, you want to try it? I said yeah, I'll come and do it, and trust me, I'm not a good actor at all, but somehow I think the look fitted the role and I got the role, and the rest is history. And then that was it. I think that was the only movie that I've done, and never really wanted to get into acting as such, but yeah.
There was an article on you that suddenly got you on the map. So for last year there was an article that said that you had a major transformation from the lanky fellow in Kal Ho Na Ho to a Hulk. Like literally they mentioned the word Hulk. So how come this transition? Like you could have chosen any profession, like modeling. There are actors. There have been Milind Soman. There have been John Abraham, Arjun Rampal, who have transitioned and they're still modeling. But you did not go for modeling. You just went way far away from the field.
My interest has always been into sports. I've been a national level swimmer. Been competing from the age of 5 in swimming, and represented my college as a water polo captain as well. So fitness has always been a huge part of it, and I absolutely loved training as well. But back in the days when I was 18, 19, I was training on myself and somehow ended up getting a good physique. And that time there was not too much science, there was no DTP, there was no CrossFit, there was nothing, it was just basic gym work. Exactly. So people of course kept asking, okay, what should I do for biceps? So it was giving friends advice. But then I went to Australia to study, and that's where I kind of, I quit my studies as well. I went there to study animation. I quit animation, did all sorts of jobs, and then finally got into fitness first, where I was selling memberships. I wasn't a trainer as yet. And then 11 months into that, I got into personal training. I tried it and I was like, no, this is what I love doing. And even when I told my mom back then, she was like, you're going to be a personal trainer? What am I going to tell people? My son has gone to Australia to become a trainer. Because that time the whole concept of a trainer was very
bleak.
Yeah, it was like, okay, ठीक है, you know, bodybuilding, the people who do bodybuilding, भैया है, वो trainer है, मतलब. Now today the industry is very different. So back then it took a bit for my mom to kind of understand and accept it. But I knew that this is basically what I want to do. And that was of course 13 years back, and yeah.
So what led you to the transformation to Shivoham? So like you had a name, you got the tattoos removed.
I met Vrinda. I used to take CrossFit classes at her studio in Bandra, and we used to just sit and we used to just talk. And at that time I had a Shiv tattoo on my chest, but it was just a tattoo. I didn't really know much about Shiv. I didn't really know much about anything. And she was the one who used to just speak about Shiv, about spirituality, about all these things which I had nothing to contribute to probably for the first time in my life, but I absolutely loved being there and listening to it. So I think slowly somewhere that kind of that became more intense as and when you keep listening to new things, somehow you either get drawn to it or you move away from it.
Yeah.
So I definitely got drawn to it very intensely, to a point where yes, I had my name over here tattooed, which I got during Kal Ho Na Ho. And I got that name removed, and then the name Shivoham just came about, and then that was the entire journey. That was the whole transformation, where the physicality, the exercise, the training was always there, but when Vrinda came into my life, she introduced the mental aspect of it, the mind aspect of it. And any real transformation, it's not about six packs, it's not about you looking from lanky to looking like a Hulk, but the real transformation, I can say easily today, it starts in the mind. How easily you can give up your bad habits, or I won't say bad habits, but how easily you can give up habits which are not going to lead you anywhere positive. Yeah. Smoking, drinking, all those habits, it just kind of vanished. I mean, it's been 6 years. I haven't smoked. I used to have a cigarette once every night after my meal, and that just disappeared just like that. And that was all due to the mind training, the information that and what Vrinda helped me with. So the real transformation definitely happens in the mind, and then the body, automatically you end up eating right, automatically you end up training right. Everything changes from the mind to the body.
You were suddenly catapulted into a limelight with the physique and your CrossFit training. So how was the reaction of your friends from the industry who hadn't seen you in a while, and then they saw this huge guy, buffed up guy?
So I mean, today social media is like that, where I mean you can literally follow people every single day, you know. Yeah. So there was a time where I lost my phone and kind of went off, deleted my Instagram and everything. This was way back, maybe when the transition almost happened. And since then, Vrinda and I share the same phone as well. She looks after my social media, so she's the one who knows what to put online, what not to put online. But definitely when people who from school or teachers or whoever, haven't seen me in a bit, they are a little, because I used to be that thin, clean shave, thin, cute little kid, and then they haven't seen me with the tattoos or the beard and this and that. So sometimes it's a lot for people to digest.
Has your mom actually come to the terms of you being a personal trainer and doing so?
Yeah, of course, now she has. The very day, I was actually speaking to one of my clients about this just yesterday. So when I came back from Australia, I did a boot camp over here. This was more than 10 years back. And I was standing and taking a presentation, and there were 50 or 60 people sitting and listening to me. And at that point, she realized, okay, there's something. I mean, these people are listening to him talk, listening to him. There must be something. So, and being one of the first, I would say I'm not the first personal trainer, but of course Vrinda's been in the industry way longer than me. But I think I definitely have influenced a lot of youngsters to get into this line and actually start gyms and be a trainer, get into fitness because they are passionate about it as well. So it was a good change, and she accepted it very easily.
Coming back to the movie setup that you did, Kal Ho Na Ho, what was the reaction of people actually recognizing you on the street?
No, one very funny thing was we had a gym in Kolaba, and I went just opposite. There was a market, so I went into the market and I went barefoot because the gym was close by. So I was walking barefoot. I'd worn shorts and I'd worn a ganji, and I went to ask the guy for a towel. So I told him, "Bhaiya, towel hai kya?" So he said, "हाँ, लेके आता हूँ." He went inside and he came out, and he's a young kid, and he's like, "आप वो पिक्चर में हो ना?" कल I said, "यार, ऐसे कैसे पहचाना? मतलब नंगे पाँव कोई भी हो सकता है, भिखारी हो सकता है, कोई भी चड्डी और बनियान में. So there have been, we were in a plane the other day and I'd worn a hat and there were glasses and the beard and the air hostess she's like, you're Frankie from. It's weird how people recognize, from back then to now, but there have been quite, and my brother looks very similar to me. So there have been times where he's walked into McDonald's and people have thought that he was, and they started screaming from behind, hey Frankie, Frankie, Frankie.
Oh my god.
So it's there's actually a page on Facebook called Frankie Ramdayal, which has probably been active for the last 10 years or something. And it's still active. Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't know about it. My cousin sister introduced me to that page, and some guy, nobody knows who that guy is, but he basically is talking like Frankie Ramdayal, and he puts posts till today about Sweet 2 and this and that. So I finally acknowledged him, and then he was super thrilled. He was like, oh my god, the real Frankie, la 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 la. And then he posted some pictures and said, if you want to go get trained, go to his gym, this, that. And I mean, it's still active. You can actually see it. It's quite funny, the page.
Okay, so are you open to any movie roles or something like that? With people would love to watch you actually on screen.
See, it's I still do. I mean, I still get offers for commercials, and now because brand influencing and all has become such a big part of social media, so I still do some work, and it's there. But I'm not sure about movies. I mean, look, I'm never going to say no if it's a great role and it is going to help me with my brand name or whatever it is, and it's actually going to be something worthwhile. Then I mean, you never know.
Have you met Karan Johar or any of the cast of Kal Ho Na Ho in recent times?
I met. I keep bumping. I met Saif Ali Khan once or twice in 1-2 gyms, and Delnas Paul I've never met after that. Shah Rukh I'd met long back, but no, not as such. Not people from the industry, yes, but definitely not from the movie as such.
Okay. So you were talking about your partner. How, like, we started searching that how should we address this thing? Like Brenda ma'am is there, but we could not find any major leads. That how should we address you? Should we address her as a business partner, a companion,
No, she's
or
business partner
kind of
is the least of my. She's my partner in everything, in life, in health, in wealth, in everything. She is my, like they say, better half. So she is literally my better half. Like I can easily say, if it wasn't for her, then Shivoham would have not. Dheepesh Bhatt probably would have been there, but Shivoham would not have been there. Yeah. And we actually here in Hyderabad today, because she has a workshop with the YPOs. So she's actually doing a talk with the YPOs on relationships. So, educating people more about the mind aspect and how it filters into relationships and all of that. So she's definitely the reason why I am what I am today. So yeah.
That's kind of sweet.
Sweet, no, it's real, but yeah, it's real. Like we share the same phone.
Okay.
I don't have a.
It's relieving. I can understand, but as addictive, very addictive. Like you cannot stay without a phone in this kind of.
No, I'm not without. We have two phones. So one is for social media and one is for calling people and stuff. But we use the same phone because we always travel together. Whether I'm traveling with my clients or she's come here for work, I didn't have to be here, but I'm here. When I'm traveling with my clients overseas, she always travels with me. So we travel everywhere together. So there's no secrets. There's nothing to hide.
This is a surprise segment which we were not even expecting. So we have a
life is full of surprises.
Exactly. So this is the last segment and we'll wind it up. So he's looking at me like,
go on.
Okay. So the last segment is basically a kind of a rapid fire where we ask both of you about each other. Not about yourself, but about other. Ma'am, who wants to go first with this?
I'll go.
Okay. One of the what's her favorite pet peeves?
What's that? Pet peeves as in?
Pet peeves as in like something that
I love the most.
She loves the most. Like she will do anything for it. It can be binge watching a show, it can be gorging on some
Shiva.
You know, it's the Lord Shiva.
Okay. And what about sir?
Same.
all the answers are going to be that only. Anything go on.
See, this
But
is generally you don't see this in people, like somebody who's this like-minded actually coming together, because frankly I haven't
but
seen
this is the
anybody.
beauty of a relationship. That's what I keep educating, or at least sharing. I can't educate. Who am I to educate? Sharing that the base of every man-woman relationship has to go deeper. If it's only
Yeah.
body-mind, it's going to keep changing every 6 days.
Your food can change, your favorite music can change. 10 days later, you'll ask, maybe it's something different. Mine can change. But something which
The unchanging part is the spirit that you are.
that will never change.
Yeah, that's not going to change. So when you have discovered that depth within you, and you meet a person who too has discovered that depth within them, then it is a very, very beautiful journey. And then, yeah, mentally, physically, anything can change and it doesn't bother.
Do you think it's kind of a karma or some cosmic energy that brings,
Everything is karma.
that's bringing, okay,
Everything is karma.
he was something else, you were something else, your
Different
worlds, different worlds you collided, and
Completely
then it's
different.
created something new.
Yeah. Despite absolutely different worlds, absolutely different scenarios, different universes.
But you
meant to be together.
But you're also, you need to want to be there. It couldn't have happened if I didn't want to be sitting around when she was speaking.
Last couple of questions. What is his favorite movie?
Andaz Apna Apna.
Oh my god.
He knows all the dialogues backwards.
Can we have a Crime Master Gogo dialogue? if that's good.
Crime Master Gogo, how will I do?
Okay,
But,
it can be anybody from Amar Prem as well.
हाँ तो अमर प्रेम नाम सुन के ही लगा था कि तुम 2 नंबर के नालायक और बदतमीज इंसान.
And what's her favorite movie?
Her favorite movie. Oh my
Well, I don't watch so many movies.
She doesn't. She watches what I watch.
I don't care.
Actually,
I really don't care. I actually don't have a favorite movie.
Oh my god.
she'll eat what I eat. She'll go where I go. She watches what I watch.
It's not so important.
Not so important.
No.
Okay. One actor, I don't know how should I put it, sir has hots for.
Lady?
It can be both genders. We are gender neutral kind of.
Huh.
Like it can be Fawad Khan. Like for me, it's either Patrick Dempsey or Fawad Khan. Like
I won't say hots, but I
Who you admire.
not idolize also, but someone who
You look up to.
you look up to.
it's not even look up to. It's just you because I've associated with those actors. I've worked with them.
You admire them, that's what I think.
Yeah, I admire. It's like, I mean, it's not just because I'm training him right now, but
No, we are Khan.
I kind of guess it with the story you put yesterday. So I was like,
But no, with the kind of work that he's doing for
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
I mean,
India,
we were there for the
it's
Pani
touching.
Foundation.
It's touching. And selflessly, which is very touching.
We were there for the Pani Foundation, the finale, and trust me,
And people on the villages.
it was intense.
Yeah, it's
It
very
was
intense.
intense to see that much human emotion of around 25-30,000 people in that stadium. It was insane. And real emotion. It was not fake. It was not like someone getting an award. But it was
These people worked hard to.
to save their own lives and to save their villages.
Yeah.
So, no, I mean, honestly,
And
I absolutely, she knows, and it is the truth, and even the person who I speak about it knows. I absolutely respect, I'm training Arjun Kapoor as well at the moment, and
his body is good. Like,
I mean,
wow.
even with him, it's a very different equation. I don't see him as a client, I literally see him as a brother. So, it's very different. I mean, with Amir sir also, it's very different. With Arjun also, it's very different. But it's when I get involved, I like to get involved. That is probably also another reason why I'm not at so many places with so many people, because you want to give your energy, complete energy, to that 1 or 2 people that you're with, rather than because you yourself have only that much energy, which even she speaks about. When you are a millionaire, you can give donations. When you yourself have 5 rupees in your pocket, what are you going to give?
4.
So it works out.
Yeah, you can't give 15 if you have only 5.
What do you do when this is for both of you. What do you do when the other person's sad or stressed out? Like the food, like you get.
No, I talk sense.
No, so we
I talk sense. I just snap out.
we both have turns.
Yeah.
There are times when something is stressing her out, then I speak to her. When there are a lot of times when I'm stressed out, then she speaks to me.
See,
but
it is never a movie.
It's never a movie.
food.
It's never food. It's not like
It is
"Hey,
talking
sir,
to
you're
you."
feeling sad. Let's go for dinner.
No, it doesn't work.
We don't even go out
It's
for
not
dinner.
like you're feeling so let's binge watch Friends.
No. I love Friends any which way.
She watches every.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god!
love
Finally,
Friends.
a Friends fan.
It's more my time than your time. So.
Yeah, but no, but I was there when
I still watch Friends.
I still watch it's like the ideal
But
time I
it's not
need
to
for
change.
me.
It's not to change my mood. So whenever if he's stressed out, I'm like, okay, now sit, now focus, and snap out.
Yeah.
So there are techniques to follow.
Because you
in
need
which
to
can
know.
snap
Because
out.
you need to know that. Because
You need to know what to do.
you can't be stuck.
In a
If it's a
format.
happy emotion, great. Please be stuck in there forever. But
Yeah.
if it's a sad emotion, if it's a stressed out emotion, you can't be stuck in that. It's going to only make you worse. So we definitely. I mean, she talks more sense to me than I talk to her. But I think me talking to her even a little bit helps her, and she talking a little bit to me helps me a lot.
No, he can remind me.
This is what you
Remind
say.
me of my
Yeah.
words.
So actually, I do that. So, but this is what you say. This is
Yeah.
what you teach. So how can you be?
And literally, it's like, okay, now time to snap.
Okay.
Time to snap.
Ma'am,
Snap out of it.
Last question for you. You're a Friends fan. Which character would you give to each one of you? Like, who do you think you can most
She's
relate
Phoebe.
to?
I would be completely Phoebe.
She's Phoebe.
And
She
as
would-
cuckoo
she would-
as
she
Phoebe.
would run like that.
Oh my god.
I would be completely Phoebe. Earlier, I think Dheepesh Bhatt would have been Joey. Completely. He would mix of Joey and Ross. You're romantic like Ross, and you had women like Joey.
Oh my God.
Definitely not Chandler.
Definitely not Chandler.
That's I want to go
Huh.
but I can't. So, ma'am,
No, you can go. It's okay. Nobody's judging. No judgment.
ma'am, so it's been an honor to actually host you on this show. This is the first PowerNap actually we are releasing this year. Last year we had a couple of guests.
PowerNap?
PowerNap is our chat. PowerNap is our chat show. So we could not come up with a better name. We kind of went with Coffee with Karan, but less controversies. But of course that had a trademark issue, so we could not use those. But ma'am, it's been a huge honor to have you on this show. And so hopefully we want to see you soon. Maybe possibly a TED Talk or something.
No, TED Talk will be her. It won't be.
We'll have both of you on the
I can only make you squat.
Oh, so
She can.
trust
No,
me.
see, you are the actual manifestation of what I speak. So of course, it has
So
to-
I'll be standing there like a puppet.
No.
This is what happened to me.
Lastly, ma'am, this is a small token from us. It's a
Thank you
Buddha.
so much.
It's a Buddha.
Oh, beautiful.
Uh,
Then please practice his ways.
Yeah. So we hope it brings you prosperity and peace.
Ah, I would leave you with one question to think over.
Yeah.
What do you think is prosperity? Answer. Don't have to answer it right now. Think about it. Is it money? Is it name? Is it fame?
Oh, it's fully packed.
Yeah.
I thought I'll open it and.
We hope it's a Buddha.
You hope not like what?
Now we hope.
Oh,
You
now
don't
it's
know.
going to be revealed.
No. So we ordered it.
Huh.
So there were a lot of packages.
Huh.
So we just grabbed it and we just.
He was hoping you might not be opening it right now. You can edit it out if it is not a Buddha.
No, we would. But generally it would be.
वही आप सबको देते हैं ना?
No, sir. This
That's a
is
great thing.
no. This is actually first time we are actually giving it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Thank God.
It is going to the bloopers,
Yeah, it's gonna make a hell of a blooper.
but it is.
It is.
The packet as if they've never wanted anybody to ever open.
Oh, so that is
Oh,
present.
very beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Super.
Thank you.
I don't know which camera is working, but
All the cameras.
no, very, very precious.
No, it is
So
very
you asked a
beautiful.
very strategic question.
Yes, ma'am.
What does prosperity mean to you? Ask your viewers that. what does prosperity really mean to them? And hopefully there should be an answer beyond money, name and fame.
Exactly. So we're gonna end up on this. What does prosperity mean to you? We'll actually be looking for answers. You can actually mail us up or just hit us up in college. We'll see where we go from there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.